Hi Scorpio, welcome to the new moon in Aquarius for February 9th, 2024. New moons bring in new cycles. The direction this reading is going in is number 3, consciousness, dark thoughts. Number 3 is the creative principle. In occult sciences, odd numbers are more negative. However, for me, 3 is like the Trinity. It is the creative principle itself. However, creativity or creation can go both ways. And so you want to be careful of your thoughts, moving them into something more positive if they are at this time dark thoughts. In any case, that's the direction that the reading is going in. Let's see what your focus is for the next 2 weeks. So maybe you're helping somebody else with dark thoughts, and maybe it's not you. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, well, 2 things with the Nine of Cups. It is a wish fulfillment, but it is after we have faced our fears, after we've faced a difficult situation, a difficult trial. This is fulfillment. It's Jupiter in Pisces, and Jupiter gives a lot, and so you don't want to take on a dark thought and multiply it, right? But again, it's very possible that you're helping somebody else with dark thoughts. Maybe they're not yours. Also, Scorpio is quite an intuitive sign. All the water signs are. They have good psychic and intuitive perception. And sometimes you can be an empath, meaning that you pick up energy from other people. And so if other people around you are having dark thoughts, you may think that they are your own, in which case they're not. And so you have to kind of be careful about what you are picking up is yours or someone else's. The Nine of Cups, however, is a wish fulfillment. But after, it's sort of like a reward for dealing with some fears or some heavy situations in our own life. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and lay out all the other cards. I think one of the things that you need to... cards dropped. One of the things that would be imperative at this time is to ground yourself, ground your emotions. Don't let thoughts and emotion, in this case, get away from you. Keep yourself grounded. Those red socks are really coming forward for me. And red is about grounding. It's the slowest vibration, right? So maybe you want to slow down a little bit, especially your thinking. Slow it down. Don't get ahead of yourself. And okay, so the first column is where you find yourself at the time of the new moon, or something you're consciously beginning at this time, because new moons bring in new cycles. The second column is you, how you're behaving, what you're doing. And the third column is the probable outcome. Forewarned is forearmed. Sometimes we can change situations, and sometimes we are meant to have the experience, always for our growth, always for our own betterment. But that doesn't make it easy. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, Libra, I wouldn't say had something similar, but they had this card in the same position, and you're right beside Libra, right? You're his next door neighbor. So, let's see. The Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles. For me, this really feels like life is a gamble. that's what the Wheel of Fortune is. You take a spin of the wheel, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. It is a turn of fate. Usually people say it's for the better. The way I see it is, if you're at the bottom of the wheel at the moment, you're moving to the top. If you're at the top, you could be moving to the bottom. But the wheel keeps on turning, and so it will change, right? It will continue to change. But for me, very much this card is life is a gamble, but there's always something to learn from it, right? They all have books. They're all learning something from it. Comes along with that is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles for me is a card of we are kind of rethinking things. We're kind of, so here's his harvest, right? This is what he's accumulated up until now. And it's pentacles, so it can be your financial situation, it can be work, it can be health. And we're kind of thinking, is this what I wanted? Did it work out the way I wanted it to? I gambled on something, and is it all that it was cracked up to be, everything that I thought it was going to be? And you get this moment now to rethink the situation and to see if maybe you want to change it up next time around, next time you're manifesting or creating or rebuilding on something. Do I want to plant corn again, or should I plant kale instead? So these are grapevines, right? And what kind of wine came from those grapes? Was it sour? Was it sweet? That kind of thing. And so we're very much internal at this time. And the problem is we have dark thoughts here. And so maybe you are dissatisfied with what you have accomplished or accumulated up until now. But again, life is a gamble. It's not that you've done anything wrong. You gave something a chance. But the thing is, it can still turn around with that Wheel of Fortune. There can be some courage necessary when the Strength card comes up. But this is taming the beast within. Again, those dark thoughts. Or could be ego-driven, right? I didn't get what I wanted. And that's the ego talking. That's always the ego talking. The higher self would say, well, what I got from it was a lesson. I learned something from it. That's the difference. And so the Strength card is the card of kind of reaching deep within and having enough inner strength to remove your thoughts from a heaviness, from darker thinking, into more or less, well, what was the lesson that I learned? What did I gain from it? Instead of what did I lose? There's always something to gain. There's two sides to every situation. Always. Two major arcana can mean that this is mainly on an internal level. Though you may be unhappy or not terribly satisfied with the outer things, you're dealing with it very much on an internal level. Okay, how you are dealing with it is the High Priestess and the King of Wands. So the High Priestess for me is your structure. It's your divinity. It's what you build upon. That's what I mean by structure. And it's very much, because it's major arcana, it's internal. So it can be, let's say in this case, what is sacred to me is making enough money at what I do, right? Being compensated for the work that I give, to being compensated equally or better for what I give out, for how helpful I am, right? And maybe you didn't get that. It's just a scenario. It's right. Everybody has their own thing. I'm only giving you the wisdom of the tarot, really, so that you can apply it to your own situation. So, for instance, what I find sacred is being in service, but being well compensated for the service that I'm rendering. Did it work out? Did I get everything that I wanted to? I don't know. I don't think so. So how would I change that? What would I do to change it? Would be the Seven of Pentacles. But the idea here is the structure on which you build upon. Now, she sits between two opposing forces, right? And she is the middle path here. Seeing both sides of the situation, both sides. And finding the wisdom of doing that, not going to extremes. Okay, now you are behaving like the King of Wands, and this is where the Libra card came in the last time as well. You're behaving like a King of Wands here, positively aspected. This is leadership qualities, trailblazing, helpful energies. That's where leadership qualities come in. On the negative side, it's a know-it-all. It's somebody who can be quite obstinate and a bad temper as well. This can be things that are going behind the scenes, right? Secretive. And again, very, very internal. Nice. You have something very firm to offer here. Now, let's say we're talking about this card again, right? Where we're thinking, I don't really enjoy the harvest this year. I didn't really receive what I wanted to out of the efforts that I gave. So, there's a new path to walk here, a new opportunity that kind of comes from the universe, whether it comes via somebody else or not. Now, you could be offering somebody your services, or something can come your way. And again, we're dealing with what you believe is divine, sacred, and the structure that you'll build upon with this new opportunity. It's a seed that we plant now that can grow into a nice orchard later, right? But we're just planting the seeds right now. Also, this is my spring timing card. So you may be looking towards something, looking forward to something towards the spring, or something may be offered, or you may be giving an offer of something towards springtime. Okay. The last column, you have the Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Page of Cups is a Pisces card, but it can also be you. It does feel, however, that you are maybe offering your services to somebody, or offering a new path to someone. Now, the Page of Cups or Pisces card is somebody who is youthful. They are inquisitive. It's a very expansive energy. They can also be naive, a little bit flaky, and there can be some insecurities with this person. And so, however, this is also, I mean, the thing that strikes me the most about this card is that he's speaking to a fish, or this fish is talking to him, actually, because the fish has its mouth open and he's listening. And I think this has a lot to do with your waters, your consciousness, your deep subconsciousness, your emotional world. And emotions may have something to tell you during this time. Now, if you're dealing with the Page of Cups, they're a little bit offbeat. They're a little bit otherworldly. Like I said, he's talking to a fish, so that's not normal in the world. But there is something about an ancient knowledge that comes with this card. On his tunic, there are lotuses. And the lotus grows in very murky, muddy, funky waters. But that's where the nutrition is, right? That's where all the good minerals are for it to flourish and grow. And that's a little bit of the scenario of what I feel is going on here, the murkiness, right? But from that can blossom something really important, some higher knowledge, right? Always something to learn. The Six of Pentacles is a charitable card. And that's why I say this is you and what you're doing. You may be able to offer some sort of charitable advice, some sort of higher, deeper meaning or knowledge to what is going on. Or were you to quiet your mind and listen to something beyond your own consciousness, you can find some deeper meaning, some deeper information in those dark thoughts. The Six of Pentacles is, there's a sort of a hierarchy here of the haves and the have-nots. Now here's an interesting thing. This card has come up quite a bit. And what I noticed here, that the artist, Pamela Smith, has always, she's the artist here, and every little thing she made, everything she drew had a purpose and a reason and a placement. And there was a reason for every bit of it. And I've never noticed this before until until these readings, that he only has one leg to stand on. This person. I only see one foot, and here there's blue sky. So he only has one leg to stand on, and still he gives. Still he's charitable. Again, very possible because he's been through some difficulty himself. But still, what he has 6, and he still offers, he still gives, he's still charitable. It's a charitable heart here. A Pisces, this person is also very charitable, very giving, very open-hearted. So like I said, this can be you or this can be somebody else. Now, the warning that comes with the Six of Pentacles is, what am I giving and what are people doing with it? If they're frivolous with your help or you're frivolous with theirs, then maybe you should think twice about helping or giving, right? That's the warning that comes with the Six of Pentacles. Codependency. Codependency, and that's what you want to be careful of here. You're giving, you're giving, you're giving. What are they doing with it, right? Well, the devil is codependence. They're, you or they are saying, oh, well, they'll give all the time. It doesn't matter. Or if they don't give, what else am I going to do? It's codependency. That's pretty plain and simple. Become a peace ambassador. That's certainly what a Page of Cups would do. It's like mediator. And that's this card, right? In between. Middle path. Not black, not white, not dark, not light. Staying in the middle. Understanding both sides. Okay? All right. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for listening. I will return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. Until then, take really good care. Bye for now.